All right, Trump's Mississippi campaign chairman is hitting the road in Florida in an RV, and he's trying to get out the vote. He's been on the road for the past month, so how's it going? Let's check in with him. Mitch Tyner joins us in Kissimmee, Florida. Mitch, you got your RV there? You got your signs? Tell us how it's going out there.
Hey, it's going great out here. Having a wonderful time in Florida. Been here about a month and a half now, and we're getting folks out, getting them registered to vote. We're getting them to volunteer, to walk and talk. It's really going great. You can't believe the enthusiasm here in Florida for Mr. Trump. It's outstanding.
All right, Mitch, let me ask you. You got to run into some skeptics. What are their main concerns about Mr. Trump, and what kind of arguments do you make on his behalf? Because I know there's some people that you may just not win over. What are their main worries?
You know, I don't hear that many, because if you're driving an RV like this, people that are not in favor of Mr. Trump just don't really approach me that often. So that's something I really don't have to deal with, and the other RV drivers don't either. We have 3 RVs running here in Florida. And, of course, you know, registration ends on October the 11th. So anywhere you see an RV, we have one in the Panhandle, we have one in Central, we have one in South. You see an RV anywhere, stop, takes you 2 minutes to get registered to vote. Well, October 11th is the deadline, so we got to get them registered here in Florida.
We got some pictures of Mr. Trump there with you and on the RV and signing some signs, and obviously he'll give you a big thumbs up on what you're doing. Now listen, you're a trial attorney. You're a man who has a very busy life, but you've given it up at this point to take to the road. Why did you decide to say, I'm leaving my practice, I'm going to Florida, I'm driving around an RV for weeks and meeting strangers and making this case?
You know, the truth is, this election's that important. We all have to sacrifice just a little bit. We've got plenty of folks that sacrificed a whole lot more. But I've got a wonderful wife and 3 wonderful children, and I want to protect this country. And so it's worth giving up a little bit in order to make sure that we elect Donald Trump president. All
right, be honest now. Do you get any hecklers? Because like you said, if people see that RV, there's no question where you stand. You ever get a little bit of a hard time for some folks who maybe aren't on board?
I would say that probably 90% of the reaction I get is positive. But now I've got a few sign language folks that are out there that aren't so nice.
Well, we all understand that. I was going to say, we all understand some of the international sign language that's out there. So let's hope in this political conversation we can all keep that to a minimum. All right, Mitch Tyner, great to see you, and we'll stay up to date on what you're doing.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Shannon.